What is going on, my sniper traders? This is KOJOFOREX, aka GPP Emperor, aka Emperor of Blues. Today I come your way with another very interesting video, something that's going to captivate your energy and then motivate you in your trading journey. So I'm going to take you back some 10 years ago when I started learning how to trade for the very first time. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you that 1 minute scalping strategy that I started to use to learn how to trade and how I gained consistency with that. I thought it was the order of the day, something that I would have been using for the rest of my life, but eventually as I kept learning in the trading industry, I realized that there was more for me to learn. Nonetheless, when I come back to that strategy till date, it still works as it always used to, right? So today in this video, I'm going to be teaching you my 1 minute scalping strategy that I used to succeed for a considerable period of time before I changed to day trading and then eventually into swing trading, right? Now, let you know, you must understand that when I first learned how to use this strategy, it was my truth, right? So remember in that previous interview what I did with my Nigerian friends who are also traders, I told you guys that every trading strategy works. It does not matter how you come across it. It does not also matter how you learned it. As far as you've been able to find some truth in it and it works for you, then that is your truth, right? So once a trader is able to identify a trading strategy and then determine it as their truth, is all that matters. As far as it consistently makes you the kind of profit that you require, is all that really do matter in this business. So it was a very simple trading strategy that I adopted, right? So literally on the 1 minute and adding a few indicators, right? So with me, you guys know me that anytime I learn something new, I go all the way to the very bottom of it. Who introduced it? What was their understanding of it? Why did they do it this way? Why did they invent it? I go so deeply into understanding it, right? So then I was using a particular indicator, which I'm going to introduce you guys to very soon. But the propounder of that strategy is called Bill Williams. So I actually took time to research and read about Bill Williams for a long time, right? So one thing that was so unique about the initial perspective that Bill Williams gave is that the market is like an animal, and he gave his audience the opportunity to name which animal they would have called the market. Some were saying they would call the market a lion, some were saying an elephant, some were saying so many things, and he chose to say he would see the market as an alligator because the market can be very quiet, but the moment it strikes to bite you, it just jumps on you and then devours its prey, right? So because of that, his analogy and then strategy in developing the market was revolving around an indicator that he eventually named the alligator, right? So eventually my whole strategy was revolving around the alligator strategy, right? Which I used to then call the Brex momentum strategy when I used to run my Brex corporation. Now I called it the momentum strategy because eventually in my own perspective, I realized that it was a very brilliant indicator, but it only sought to catch momentum in the market where market is just moving a consistently considerable distance or direction, right? So if it's a bull market, it's literally going through the bull phase, or if it eventually reverses into the bear market, then the alligator is helping you to catch that bear phase, right? But so many people use it on several time frames, like the 5 minute, the 1 hour, 4 hour. But for me personally, I felt like the best and conducive time frame for it was the 1 minute time frame, and it worked perfectly. Again, the currency pairs that I felt so smoothly working with this indicator strategy that I'm about to show you was the pound pairs. Also, market condition that kind of works perfect with this is a trending market. Nonetheless, it also works perfectly with a ranging market and then a very choppy market. Remember that if you're watching a choppy market, most time traders that say a market is particularly choppy, they are looking at it from the higher time frame, which is like the 4 hour, daily, 1 hour, 2 hour. But on a 1 minute, a choppy market can have a very fine trend which can trade in one direction then reverse in another direction. So the alligator strategy that I'm about to teach you is one market that will allow you to run through the phases of that choppy higher time frame, but a smooth running lower time frame like the 1 hour. So without wasting much time and without spending so much time with the explanation, let's go right into the chart and I'll show you practically how to input this alligator indicator onto your trading view and then how to maneuver using it to find trade entry as well. So yeah, let's get right into the business. Yeah guys, so I've already introduced you to the fact that we're going to be using the alligator strategy, and I said that the best time frame that works with this is the 1 minute time frame. You guys know me for a fact that I've been so much teaching you guys about the 4-hour time frame and so on and so forth, right? Using technical analysis, pure price action, no indicator. But this time we're revisiting 10 years ago when KOJOFOREX used to trade on the market and the perspective that I used to trade, right? So I said 1 minute time frame, most currency pair that I used for that was the pound pairs. So let's visit this same GBP USD and then switch then onto the 1 minute time frame. Now if we switch to the 1 minute time frame, we can clearly see some smooth running through this currency pair already, right? So yeah, currently we're watching the 1 minute time frame for the pound USD, and then like I said, you can already start seeing some consistent trend movement, right? You can see this downtrend here and then a bullish movement here. We can clearly see this choppy bearish movement, and again another bullish movement here, right? So another bearish movement, bullish, bearish, bullish. And then remember, this is clearly on the 1 minute time frame, and this is what all the market has been doing for the whole day, right? So yeah, let's get right into that indicator that is going to change your perspective to how you look at this market as you're seeing it this way. So all you have to do is come to indicator session and then search the alligator, ALLI, right? So you're going to see William Alligator. The moment you punch this in there, that's all you got to do. You don't even got to add any other thing. So you're going to see this smooth 3 moving averages. So lets you know the alligator strategy is built on moving averages, right? So if you come to the settings aspect of it, right? If you come to the settings, they're going to see that what we have, what we call the jawline, the teeth, and then the lips, right? So the input has what the jaw being the 13 period moving average, the teeth being the 8th period moving average, and then the lips being the 5th period moving average. You may want to read more about this if you find any interest in that, right? But you can find this indicator on your MetaTrader 4 as well as the trading view. So like I said, it works best on the 1 minute time frame, plus most likely you would find it very easy in using it on the pound pairs, right? So all you got to do is a very straightforward, simple strategy. As far as the alligator is moving in one direction, you want to trade in that direction of the market. The best way to get the most out of this indicator and then this strategy is to trade in the turning point of the market, right? So now let's establish certain facts here. You can clearly see that if I put this line here, this clearly denotes the very turning point where the market was changing from that bearish market into a bullish market. So here becomes a particular entry point for us to look forward, a buy trading setup onto the opposite side. So here, like I said, the turning point literally is the entanglement of the market, and then all of a sudden changing in one direction into the opposite direction. Now if we look here too, you can clearly see that this place is also another entangled turning point in the market, right? So here as well, you can clearly see that within this phase, the market was changing from that bullish move to a bearish move. Remember, this is typically a scalping strategy. You're not trying to hold this market all the way to the end of the day or any other thing or any support level, resistance or key level. You're only just trying to catch some few pips movement in the same direction of the market, right? Because you're using the pound pairs, a few pip can eventually even become something worthwhile, right? Look at, if we're supposed to calculate the pip movement from this very region all the way to the top, then that makes up as much as 40 pips. And then if we're supposed to calculate this pip movement from this very top here all the way to the bottom, then that also makes us as much as another 30 pips, all happening in the same intraday time frame, right? Let's look at another turning point region, right? So now one thing I'm going to warn you guys about is that whenever you're using this system and then you see that the alligator moving average is pretty much being entangled, just like we have in this phase of a period here, right? Now it's going to only be entangled when the market is extremely also choppy on the lower time frame. Then you want to stay away from the market. You don't want to force trade in a market condition being very choppy like this. So here you want to stay away from the market, right? Then when you have another smooth sail, just like we have seen here, then this is also another point when you want to come into the market. So you can clearly see that if you really backtest this simple day trading scalping strategy, I would really call it a scalping strategy that I'm teaching you, then you can literally run through most volatile currency pairs, especially like the pound, and be catching quick movement every day in and out, and be literally collecting 30, 40, 50 pips easily on the market with minimum risk and then exposure, but also promising huge maximum trading profit potentials, right? So yeah, you really want to take your time and backtest this simple strategy that I'm teaching you here before you tend to commit any sort of a real money on. Now, I'm going to guarantee you that I have seen so many success in this. It's a strategy that I used for about 2 years and it was profitable for me. It still shows signs and signals of profitability, just that, like you may know, every trader grows and develops into more knowledge, and then that is exactly why I have eventually evolved into a swing trader. But anytime I want to come scalping and then quick collecting of money, this may not be so far from a perspective that I may want to perhaps give a little bit of a view to, right? So you can clearly go into so many of these charts and then backtest for yourself. Just like I've showed you, you're going to see so many interesting periods where the market is just going to trade in one direction, all of a sudden turn in the opposite direction, and then hence present you a very beautiful viable trade setups that you can collect so many pips on. Remember, this one that we're watching here is GBP JPY. Risking about 12 pips, this market can literally provide us about 47 to almost 50 pips just by using this simple trading strategy, which is the alligator indicator strategy. So there you have it, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this simple, short, succinct video of my alligator indicator strategy that I used to learn how to trade and made a lot of scalping money from back then when I used to trade the pound alone. So if you want me to do so many of this kind of videos where I teach you my previous day trading strategy, scalping strategy, that literally changed the game for me in the forex market until eventually I grew up to become the KOJOFOREX that you know today, then smash the like button and then subscribe to this channel. Motivate me and comment in the comment section. Let me know that this video has been eye-opening, mouth-watering, and you want a lot more like this. I won't hesitate to shoot a lot more videos like this. Connect with me on all social media as well at KOJOFOREX KOJOFOREX, especially on Instagram, and then let's do more Instagram live sessions and then break down certain concepts like this as well, right? So yeah, last thing I want to tell you is that smash the like button and subscribe to this channel, but clicking the link in the description to join the KOJOFOREX Telegram community. Is a community of about 37,000 traders globally. So we share trade ideas and send trade signals to the community for free. You want to be a part of this community and make some cash for yourself for free without saying much and wasting my time. Hope you guys really did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.